Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess 999 here. Um, First and foremost here, I just want to say I deeply apologize for being away since mid-December. I had some personal obligations to take care of, and I hope that this is the end of it all for a long time. Not to mention all the hustle and bustle of the holidays. With that being said, I want to wish everyone a very belated happy holiday season and a happy new year. Guys, I really do apologize for being away for a while, but yeah, I had a lot of stuff going on, but shit happens, and guess what? I mean, it's a whole new year to start fresh with everything, right? Okay, with what I'm about to tell you guys, this is a very serious, important message that you need to really pay attention to, okay? So, you guys, you guys could be seeing numbers 1212, 1221, 123, 1234, 233, 222, 333, 111, 1111, 1010, 909, 919, 808, 818, 211, 999, 888, 444, 566, and 555, etc. You could also be getting phone calls from all sorts of unknown numbers. Don't answer the call because these are just people who have been set up to try and get information out of you. Okay? I wrote a lot of notes, guys, because the downloads that I've been getting since mid-December and the holidays, this is important before I do any other readings, okay? In addition to this, your karmic masculine is still watching and stalking you on every social media account, especially if you're a tarot reader like myself. However, if you haven't been posting much on Facebook or whatever platform you use, then they're still getting daily tarot readings on you. Furthermore, I know that some of you reunited with your counterpart during the holidays and could have gotten engaged and or found out that you're pregnant. So congratulations on that. 2:33 to 2:34 on the clock when I said that. Moreover, you need to deeply cleanse yourself and your space and do more banishing rituals because there's people that are still shape shifting and trying to cloak themselves to avoid their impending karma. Some people may try to come to your house. They already know where you live, guys. They've been stalking and following you everywhere that you go, so they definitely already know where you live. And they're going to try to come to your house, possibly, to try to give you a peace offering, whether it be through tangible presents, baked goods, or money. Do not accept it. I repeat, do not accept it. 323 on the clock when I said that. Because the baked goods are poisoned, the present has evil attached to it, and so does the money. On a side note, given all the hurdles and obstacles from the never-ending spell work and spiritual attacks throughout 2023, I'm sure that you all are ready for a fresh start this year in 2024. I know I am. However, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cycle of spiritual attacks isn't over yet, especially for those who haven't reunited with their twin flames. This is because one of you still has a life lesson to learn and there's more healing work to be done, such as unconditional love for yourself, forgiving yourself for your past mistakes, and forgiving others that have hurt you, learning about discernment, learning how to set boundaries for yourself and with others, letting go of all resentment, including resentment towards family members, healing all kinds of childhood wounds, including neglect and sexual abuse, overcoming your issues with poor self-esteem and low self-confidence, being stubborn about accepting new changes in life because you're scared, but you must remember that these changes are happening for you, not to you. Not paying attention to the messages and synchronicity sent from the divine and archangels when it comes to messages about your life purpose, and knowing when to let go of certain people, places, and things that no longer serve your highest good. Not following your intuition enough, and or not taking that leap of faith to start that new career path that you've always dreamed of, etc. These are just a few examples of things that you might want to consider if you can't figure out what you still need to work on. It's also very important to remember that everyone's twin flame journey is unique, and it may take longer for some couples to learn their lessons and to do the healing work than others. So don't try to compare yourself to other couples. With that being said, this is why most tarot readers tell their audiences that their readings are timeless, and that's because whenever you find their videos, whether the video was posted a month ago or 2 months ago or 2 days ago, whatever, guys, okay, those readings are still timeless, because whenever you do find those videos, then that means that that's the right time for you to hear those messages. I hope that makes sense. Speaking of spell work, if you've been experiencing any of the following symptoms, such as extreme fatigue, lethargy, screwed up sleep schedules, scatterbrained, disorganized, random mood swings, frustration, not keeping on top of your health routines, loss of interest in hobbies, and questioning your life purpose, even though you already know what your life purpose is already, this is all due to spell work to throw you off balance so that you won't have the discipline or the energy to keep facing your true north. This is just the opposition trying to delay your twin flame reunion, especially if you know that your line of work has something to do with spirituality, such as tarot readings, okay? Whether it's on YouTube or a different social media platform, okay? Or perhaps you guys are trying to open up your own metaphysical shop, or whatever the case may be, okay? So, especially if your work has to do with spirituality, or regardless, it's something to do with helping humanity, okay? Whether it's a counselor, a nurse, or a doctor, and you feel like you don't have the energy to study or do your homework, etc., that's all spell work to take you off balance and off track from keeping forward, from facing your true north, okay? So get back into it ASAP. Get back into your shit ASAP. Just remember in your mind, whenever you feel tired or out of it or blah, you don't know why you're feeling moody or tired or frustrated, or you could be not acting like your usual self. 8:55 on the clock when I said that. That's because of spell work. Remind yourself of that so you can kick yourself in the ass to get out of that and get back into your shit ASAP. Because when you start facing your true north again, not only will it help in overcoming the spell work, but more importantly, it'll definitely help bring in the reunion faster. And when it comes to the divine feminines, before I forget, your opposition, guys, they are wondering just how much you know, divine feminines, and you guys aren't stupid. You know just about every damn thing that they've done, and not just from the death magic with destroying everything in your life, from your love life, career, your money, you know, losing friendships out of your life, all of it. The sex magic, mirror magic, body magic, beauty magic, you know, voodoo dolls, all kinds of shit. They've even, you know, the karmic feminine has been trying to copycat your energy so that your karmic masculine will be attracted to the karmic feminine. Okay? Because the karmic feminine knows that the karmic masculine is completely obsessed with you divine feminines, okay? So this shit is like a ring around the rosy crap. Karmic feminine doing love spell work on the karmic masculine, the karmic masculine doing all kinds of love spell work on the divine feminines, when the divine feminines want absolutely nothing to do with the karmic masculine and you guys just want your divine masculine. I hope that makes sense. Okay? You also know about all the psychic attacks that they've done and how they've been fucking with your crown chakra, which has made you scatterbrained at times, disorganized. You know that they have been screwing around with your root chakra to make you feel unbalanced in every single way, okay, making you afraid of, you know, being homeless, because I know some of you guys fell absolutely rock bottom, okay, and no matter how hard you tried to secure a job and make money, they would always do something to ruin that for you because they wanted you to end up homeless and then dead, okay? You know about, like I said, the sex magic, the astral traveling. You understand about them astral projecting certain emotions onto you, whether it was random depression, loneliness, feeling sad, okay? Especially with this last new moon on January 11th that was in Capricorn. This was a one hell of a spiritual attack to make you guys feel sad, depressed, and lonely all over again, so that you would go backwards, so that they didn't want you to move forward. They wanted you to go back in the past to relive sad memories and shit. And you may have been wondering, why in the hell am I feeling this way? Like, I've conquered all of this shit already and I'm moving on, because you guys are ready to meet like-minded people that are genuine and actually want to be your friend, and they have no hidden agendas of wanting to kill you. Okay? Um, you know about how they have been trying to fuck around with your motherhood in terms of your female organs. Yes, you heard that right. They have been trying to make you guys sterile, okay? So that you couldn't get pregnant or that you would have miscarriages. And um, on the one hand, you know, I my deepest condolences with any miscarriages and shit. I'm sorry. But what I'm about to say is, on the one hand, if you were having constant miscarriages with somebody, that was because they were not your counterpart. They were not your true counterpart. But for those of you who have gotten pregnant and found out during this holiday season, congratulations. And that means, yes, you are with your true counterpart. And your karmic masculine cannot fuck with you like that. They try to bind you to them in the sense of They were trying to gain access back to your sacral chakra so that they could also do sex magic on you, so that the only way you could get pregnant was by their sperm, and it's called a spirit baby. Okay? I know. Let's see if you can keep up with this, because the term spirit baby, it's interesting. Okay? When people are having sex in the astral world, the 5D, okay, you can create a spirit baby so that when you do end up having sex with that person in the 3D, the physical form, you've already got that baby who was planned and ready to come through in the physical form. Okay? Well, the divine has protected all the divine feminines from that happening. Okay? Because the divine has already made the agreement that whoever you get pregnant with, that is your divine partner for the rest of your life. It has been divinely ordained, okay? And there's other spirit babies, okay, which the divine has already created in the spiritual form. And those kids are just waiting to be conceived between you and your divine masculine, okay? I hope that makes sense. So the spirit babies, the children that you're meant to have with your divine masculine, they've already been created in the divine form, spiritual form, and now it's just a matter of time of you guys conceiving with your divine partner to have that baby. I hope that makes sense. You guys already do know about how they have, sent demonic entities your way, monitoring spirits. They have followed you everywhere around town, okay, whether it be at a park, the grocery store, a friend's house, whatever. And 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you that that friend's house that you went to go, they weren't your real friend. They were part of this coven, okay? And also, this is for some of you, not all of you. There's been tax fraud and identity theft that's been involved. Okay, for some people, it really sucks, but these people in the Satanic Coven were able to get personal information on your identity via your taxes and steal money off of you that way. Okay. And when it comes to the identity theft, they could have taken out secret, they could have created secret checking accounts and taken out credit cards out in your name to rack up the money and rack up the debt. Okay? And all of that was money to keep paying for the spell work that they were doing on you, because trust me, the supplies and tools that they needed to do these magical workings were not cheap at all. Okay? And they were getting this money by manifesting it off of you using your sacral chakra. Okay? Like, these fuckers did not work. Barely. I mean, at this point, 9 out of 10 of them have already lost their day jobs, their houses, their cars. They're scrambling around to find some place to go, etc., etc. But you know about this shit. This is happening for some of you, not all of you. And for some of you guys, if you had someone who passed away not too long ago, my condolences. They could have left some sort of inheritance for you. Whether it was a piece of property, like a big ass house, or it was at 2020 on the clock when I said that. That's confirmation that there could have been a relative who left some sort of inheritance for you. Okay, like a big house and shit. Well, these people in the coven stole it from you. Okay? These people have been very, very strategic, and they know how to trick the system, how to get around to find your information illegally, and they got their hands on this information about your inheritance and stole the house that belongs to you. All right? And this information definitely came in some sort of a letter, okay? This was a letter that was supposed to be sent to you via the mail, obviously. These fuckers have been so strategic and creative. And by the way, they've only been creative because of the energy they've manifested from your sacral chakra. They were somehow able to get their way through to the post office and shit and make sure that letter, you never got that letter. Okay? They got their hands on it. And yes, there was some sort of fraud going on at a bank. Okay? Could have been a bank teller that was fucking around with money at the bank, stealing money from the bank, giving it to these people, or there was an accountant who knew their ways around the ring here to help these people get money illegally so that they could afford all the shit that they needed. 22:33 on the clock as I said that. These people have also they have hacked into your computers to see what the hell you've been researching because they're trying to stay 10 steps ahead of you. So they can plan all kinds of other shit to try to fuck your shit up in life. They have, for some of you guys, they have hacked into your phones to see what you're looking up. Okay? Or they have tried to secretly attach or connect a GPS system, okay, from their mobile device to yours, okay? So that if they didn't have time to follow you around in the vehicles, they still always knew where the hell you guys were at and what you were doing and where you've been hanging out at, etc., etc. These people also have, yes, been driving by your houses day and night, night and day. They have thought about, if they can't take you out, because they couldn't take you out with you trying to kill yourself, they were trying to take you out with other spiritual work. Okay, magic. Whether it was they were trying to cause you a heart attack or a stroke or some weird drowning accident, which technically that would have been you drowning from somebody astral traveling your way to drown you, or having some demonic entity drown you, and there wouldn't be any solid explanation to it. Okay? But a lot of you guys definitely for a while, for a hot minute, could have felt like you were about to get into a car crash. And that's because that's how they wanted you to die. Okay? And you guys definitely could see all the erratic drivers around you. So, I mean, in my past recordings, I had said to always keep your eyes on the road. Always. Don't answer a single phone call. If you're going to answer a phone call, make sure you pulled into a parking lot somewhere. Um, no listening to YouTube, whatever, and shit. Don't even listen to the radio. Okay, I told you guys that in the past. Um, some of these people, yes, thought about kidnapping you, okay, and torturing you to death, especially the karmic masculine. I mean, absolutely torturing you to death, and so that you would feel every single amount of pain the entire way. This karmic masculine has a criminal mind, okay? I consider them uh, three people in one. I consider them a Ted Bundy, a Jeffrey Dahmer, and Adolf Hitler, and I'll tell you why. Ted Bundy was very charismatic and a habitual liar and master manipulator, just like this karmic is. Okay, when I said Adolf Hitler, that's because Adolf Hitler was uh, a wonderful talker, wonderful manipulator that was able to round up masses of people to do his bidding. Okay, because this karmic masculine, uh, all, damn near all of this shit was his master plan. Okay, but he got other people to do his dirty work for him. And then I say Jeffrey Dahmer because Jeffrey Dahmer was into necrophilia, and the karmic masculine has been into necromancy. Okay? And they've also done graveyard dirt magic, uh, everything that you can think of. Okay? Fuck with your technology of all sorts. Even what I picked up on too was that some of them were even thinking about a drive-by shooting. Okay? This is crazy. Absolutely insane. But they realized that that was too risky. Okay? And if they couldn't accomplish any of that, because I'm telling you, the spell work kept backfiring because you guys are very, very protected. Okay? You guys are the reincarnation of somebody very important. Okay? You guys are star seeds, light workers, witches, natural healers. Okay? You guys could be part fae, like have part fairy blood in you. You guys are earth angels. You guys are way too protected, and they have actually tried to tear down your protection so that they could try to weasel their way back into your energy any way that they can. Let's see what else. Yeah, the karmic masculine has been very, very forceful. Confirmation right there. Um, they even tried to, 29:39 on the clock. They even tried to fight with uh, your spirit guides in terms of why they believe they deserve to own you and have total power and control over your life. And they lost. They can't stand it. I mean, it drives them absolutely mad. It drives their inner demons crazy. Okay. What else? Because they've been wondering what you guys know, and you guys aren't stupid. Okay? You guys aren't stupid by any means. Anybody who is spiritual, okay, y'all can sense this shit. You guys know when something is off. Alright? And you're like, I don't know what it could be, but you just know that something is off. But as you guys kept on ascending higher and higher, your magical abilities just kept going up and up and up, especially your intuition. And that was pissing off the opposition because they couldn't keep up with you, especially your karmic masculine. And this karmic masculine has been a total sore loser. And not only that, but I firmly believe it's because they have lost against a woman. I keep sensing that this karmic masculine essentially is a male chauvinistic pig. Okay, and whoever they date, they are controlling and abusive. And they're just very old-fashioned in that way. 31:51 on the clock when I said that. They want control and power over everybody and everything around them, but they can't control their own lives. Okay? And they're also pissed off that you guys are the only survivors. When I say criminal mind, I'm not fucking around. They've done this to plenty of other people in the past. And unfortunately, because those people weren't the chosen ones, or they weren't mentally and emotionally strong enough to make it through all the bullshit, they checked out. Okay? They checked out. And you guys are the only surviving victims ever. But this has all been divinely orchestrated because their cycle of toxicity and death magic and the murder, all of the murders and shit, which, by the way, I firmly believe that there has been 2 to 3 people that have been murdered. 33:22 on the clock when I said that. I do believe that there have been a few other people that were murdered throughout this 5-year or 5 to 10-year time span that you've been going through this, and they were murdered and given up, offered as a blood sacrifice so that they could gain more power and the momentum needed to keep going, to keep attacking you. Okay? But no matter what they did, they just could not get to you. Okay? Because you're one of the chosen ones. And so basically, all of this karmic masculine is having to learn that their old ways, it ends with you guys. They're done. They cannot do this to anybody else anymore. It's over with. And they can't stand that. Because like I said, it's a fucked up criminal mind. They've always got a hidden agenda. Okay? It's like they don't look at people as human beings. They just look at people as objects that they can use and abuse and take advantage of for the things that they want and need. Okay? Here's the rest of my notes. I had to give this message because I've been away for a while, the holidays, and yes, I was taking care of my own banishing rituals, taking care of myself in every single way. And I am starting my tarot readings all fresh for this year, okay? All fresh for this year. Okay. Also, you guys aren't stupid about the rumors. When it comes to the divine feminines, it says, unfortunately, there's been a lot of crazy rumors and lies about your karmic masculine who started saying it about you. They also paid, bribed, peer pressured others to keep the rumors going around and made sure that these people kept on adding more details to the story just to make it all sound as asinine as possible. So please brace yourselves for what I'm about to tell you, because the downloads that I got about what was being said was absolutely ruthless. With that being said, these rumors included the following. You were a whore that slept around with a lot of people. You caught an STD and spread it around, which I guarantee it's the karmic masculine who got an STD because they're a cheater. Okay? Either they're the ones who cheat or it's the karmic feminine who cheats. Regardless, one of them caught an STD, which if it was the karmic masculine first, he spread it to the karmic feminine or vice versa. 36:56 on the clock as I said that. Regardless, there's an STD, and it's been going around with the other coven members because there's a lot of sexual orgies that go on with these rituals too that they perform, which most of these rituals, as you guys know, have been going on around the moon cycles, with the new moon and the full moon cycles, okay? Anyways, you got pregnant and you gave the child up for adoption because you didn't know who the father was, and then you had multiple abortions after that. You would do anything for money, drugs, and alcohol. You were selling drugs. You were a drug addict. You were a homewrecker. You had an affair with a married man. You slept with someone's father, uncle, brother, sister, mother. You were a secret lesbian. You date raped someone. You sexually assaulted someone. You poisoned someone's food or drink. You stole from people. And the most important one is that you were a dark witch that was practicing black magic against everyone around you. Okay? In regards to the lie about the divine feminines being a dark witch that was practicing black magic against everyone, this is what made these people in the satanic coven want revenge, therefore starting a spiritual warfare against you. But at the end of the day, all of this chaos and destruction was based on the fact that you left the karmic masculine, which pissed him off like no other. Furthermore, the karmic masculine found out via tarot readings that there eventually was going to be a reunion between the divine feminine and divine masculine, thus escalating his anger into pure jealousy. Given this information, this was the sole reason for practicing all kinds of death magic against the divine feminine, especially when it came to ruining the relationship between the divine feminine and divine masculine. But more importantly, to create a vicious cycle of curses and hexes to make your life difficult and to delay your reunion for as long as possible. On another note, I highly recommend that the Divine Feminines perform some type of protection spells for themselves and their counterpart. 4000 on the clock when I said that. Because your counterpart could be suffering from the same things you are, and you need to protect them in a spiritual form. You can find many protection spells on Pinterest with that, okay, guys? At this point, I feel that the masculine is being spiritually attacked as well, especially when it comes to their finances, okay? And they have always been pretty damn stable and independent when it comes to their finances. 40-40 on the clock, as I said that. And so these people are trying to find a way to fuck with your masculine's money because they found a way to fuck with your money. And the reason behind that, it's like, if you got fucked up money, and if the masculine's got a fucked up financial situation, then how in the hell, can you all make shit work like that? But what you guys got to realize is that no matter what your financial status is, love conquers all. Okay? And your masculine, there's love spells being done on them by their karmic as well. So it is essential and vital that you find protection spells to protect you and your person. Okay, and you guys are strong enough witches to do this. Okay? Do not be afraid of your abilities, and do not let these people make you afraid of your abilities at all. Okay? Don't let their scare tactics of spiritual attacks and shit deter you from anything. In addition to this, I want to make it clear that just because some of you have reunited, it doesn't mean that you're completely safe from future spiritual attacks. I say this because the Divine Feminine's karmic and the Divine Masculine's karmic are still trying to figure out ways on how to sabotage your relationship just like they did before. Okay? Because your breakup was due to breakup love spells. Okay? Because of this, both of you must remain strong and pay close attention to each other's behavior in terms of weird mood swings, not feeling like yourself, random depression, and petty arguments, etc. If you notice these behaviors, then you need to be able to recognize it. Call each other out on it if you have to, because one person may see it, but the other one doesn't. And forgive each other and realize that it's just spell work. Because trust me, this is the last test in regards to your love for each other and whether or not you're going to stick it out or just give up. The reason why the divine is doing this is to make sure that both of you really know what unconditional love is, and that you forgive each other for all the poor decisions made in the past before splitting up. But the most important lesson of all is that both of you not only realize that this is a love of a lifetime, but that you always promise to put in the work and effort that it takes to make this relationship last until death do you part. Now, when it comes to the spiritual attacks, pay attention to the animals you see outside, especially when it comes to birds, and in particular, crows. The reason why I'm telling you this is because based on folklore, people used to think that crows were a sign of a bad omen in regards to physical death or bad luck. However, nowadays, crows are seen as symbols of intelligence, psychic abilities, personal and spiritual transformation, secrets and mysteries, etc. Regardless of what you believe, you're entitled to your own, okay? Because there's no right or wrong answer to this, guys. But based on my own personal experiences, every time that I've seen a flock of crows, and I'm not talking just a few, I'm talking like swarms of crows, okay? It was always a warning of spell work and spiritual attacks on the horizon. This is why I said to pay attention to the animals you see, especially with crows. Okay? On another note, crows are associated with several gods and goddesses, such as Odin, which is from Norse mythology, and the Morrigan, which is from Celtic mythology. Given my knowledge on witchcraft and the occult, the Morrigan is the Celtic goddess of war. And her special gift is that she already knows who's going to die in battle before the battle even begins. Not to mention, she already knows which side of the military is going to win. For example, and this is just hypothetical, guys, let's say that there would be a war between the Navy and the Marines, right? The Morrigan already knows which side is going to win before the fight even starts. This brief history lesson is to educate you about what certain gods and goddesses are in charge of. It is said that whenever you see a large group of crows, then it's usually a sign of the Morrigan calling out to let you know that danger is right around the corner. So get ready to protect and defend yourself in any way you can. And yes, if you read about the Morrigan, okay, and educate yourselves, at first, she does seem like a very scary and intimidating deity, okay? But in reality, she's not. As long as she is used properly in the correct ways when it comes to shit like this, okay? When it comes to spiritual warfare, crap like that, okay? It says, in fact, she's the goddess that you can call on for help when it comes to fighting your way through spiritual warfare, and especially if you're the underdog, because you divine feminines have been the underdog this entire time because you've been the only one going through this. You haven't had any help. You've been suffering alone in silence because you know that if you were to tell anybody about this, they would think that you're crazier than a shithouse rat. And they probably throw you in the psych ward at the hospital. Okay? So, yes, when you are the underdog and extremely outnumbered by your opponent, okay? Because this has been a whole fucking crowd of people in the coven. And I'm not talking like 50 people. I'm talking anywhere between 100 to 300 people. At first, this coven could have started at 50 to 75, okay? But then, there were some people who actually heeded the warnings that were given by the divine about how they needed to stop. And so they left. And after that, they just started recruiting more people and more people that weren't scared and were willing to go against the divine because they thought that they were invincible and untouchable and that nothing was going to happen to them. Okay, it was just they kept recruiting and recruiting and recruiting, and it was also a matter of social networking. Because, like I mentioned many times in my old recordings, this was like, I gave it a nickname of the Black Magic Coven Mafia because it was a case of somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. Okay? With all of that being said, don't be afraid to call on the Morgan as you continue to fight your way through the spiritual warfare, because she's got your back. She's your right hand woman when you need her. Okay? And she already knows that your enemies will never be able to use you as a blood sacrifice. Alright, guys. I hope that that message was helpful. Wow, 50:05 on the clock when I said that. So, now that I've delivered that vital message, I can now continue to start my channel fresh and start my videos all over, okay? I love you guys. If you like this message and it resonated, please like and subscribe and comment. Mwah.